It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is The Answer from their latest release called New Horizon. And the name of the tune there is called Leave With Nothing. And kicking off the Classic Metal Show tonight, we heard something from Vixen with Wrecking Ball. And this is Neeley rocking along with my personal Wrecking Ball, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
Hi, friends. How we doing?
Well, I'm doing well. It's time for the Classic Metal Show.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready. Dude, do you hear that fucking noise?
It always does that before you talk, but as soon as you talk, it goes away.
Okay, well, I still hear it, but that's okay.
Well, it's gone now.
It's not in my head. Well, now it's going. All right, fuck it. Who cares?
I don't know what it is. I think when you connect, you need to just, like, say something.
And then disconnect and then...
No. Just connect. Well, connect twice, like we do, but then when you connect, start talking, and that's what causes the noise level to go away.
Like it's some sort of a feedback loop or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? At least we're here to do the show, right?
We are here.
Yes.
To do the show, and I started off the show tonight with Vixen, as you know, because we heard yesterday that unfortunately Jan Keeneman of Vixen passed away. Yeah,
she's one of my best personal friends in the business. Loved me.
Yeah, and I will share my Jan Keeneman story with you tonight, and I dug out the Jan Keeneman interview that we did with her when she released the album with her lineup of Vixen called Live and Learn.
Yeah, which I wrote such a great review of.
And we'll talk about that, but our condolences to Jan's family and the girls in Vixen who, what I understand, they were actually planning on doing a reunion tour.
Yeah, it is a bummer, and you know what? Regardless of, I know you're more of a fan than I am of the band. It really doesn't matter, man. It's 51 years old and dead. That sucks. I don't care who you are.
I agree.
That blows.
I agree. So I shot you over a picture. Did you get
already on the Facebook, my friend?
Yeah, there's a picture I took of myself and Jan back in 2007. Mm-hmm. It was shortly after we had her on the show, actually.
Yeah,
and she and the Vixen girls, her lineup of Vixen, that is, were opening for Dokken for a couple of nights, and this was up in Walker, Minnesota, which is way north, as far north as you can get in Minnesota, and I had an opportunity to hang out with her for a couple of nights and, see Vixen and talk about our differences and defending you.
Defending me.
And we'll talk about that later in the show.
All right.
But tonight here on the show, we're featuring the new Alter Bridge, which features Miles Kennedy on lead vocal, who also sings for Slash.
Right.
And also tonight, we're going to feature The Answer, which I played a song just now from them, their New Horizon, and we're going to speak to, what's this guy's name?
Cormac Neeson.
Okay, Cormac Neeson.
Yeah, Cormac Neeson of The Answer.
Okay.
I think he is the singer.
All right. So we got a couple of guests on the show tonight, and we're going to feature a little bit of their new CDs and so on and so forth, so... Sounds good. I had a very busy week this week, which I'm going to do a little recap of. I've got I'm going to revisit the trade show nightmare story that I told last week, which has a ending to it.
Somehow I'm not getting the picture. It's a happy one either.
No, it certainly wasn't a happy ending. It was an ending, all right, but not a happy one.
Very nice.
And I don't know. It's just been a very hectic, busy week for me. I was literally just tired this week.
Sure. Yeah. Well, dude, you've been working hard, man. I mean, let's face it. You were working from what, Saturday last week?
Well, I worked 12 days straight.
Right. But I mean, just on this project, you were working from last Saturday on, right?
Yeah, from last Saturday till Thursday night.
Wow.
Yep.
So. And your gracious bosses gave you Friday off to thank you for your hard work.
Well, you know what? I did go to work on Friday.
Okay.
But I left 3 hours early.
All right, well, that's not bad.
So, so I just decided, well, 2:00 rolled around, I'm out of here.
Goodbye.
So I got up and I just left.
Right.
I said, the hell with it. 12 days straight, I'm going home.
Yeah, well, dude, how can I blame you? How can they blame you for that?
Yeah, well, believe me.
They did?
No, well, I don't know. I have no idea. I won't hear anything about it, but regardless.
Right.
But anyway, so I am glad to be here on the Classic Metal Show tonight because this is my time to just blow off my top and just have a good show. Sure.
Well, if we do like we did last week, we will have a good show. What a good show that was last week, huh?
Last week was just off the chain with especially the Happy Time. I think the Happy Time with Harry was definitely the high point for me.
I would say that is a definite contender for the highlight of the year.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else has been that good this year.
That's hard to beat, I'm telling you. But the comments that I got on that this week was just like, holy shit, dude, really?
Yeah. You and me both.
I mean, it was just like, this is just unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of people listened back to that one and were like, holy shit.
Yeah, really. That was a bizarre Happy Time with Harry.
It really was. It was awful.
I know.
in the best way possible.
It is. And the fact that people who never really knew much about Harry Chapin, they're learning so much just by listening to the Classic Metal Show.
Yes, they definitely are learning a lot about Harry Chapin, that's for sure.
I'm learning a lot about Harry Chapin.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's funny because look, regardless of the fact that, I listened to it as a kid, and I didn't know the lyrics. But even that, you knew some songs. You knew Taxi, and you knew, Cats in a Cradle and stuff like that. But, my God, it seems like every week we can pull out something worse than the next.
Right.
I'm waiting to find the one, and believe me, now that I have Spotify, they have all the Harry shit out there. So don't think for a minute I'm not going to be combing these songs looking for something worse than Little Black Bummer or whatever.
It's just called Bummer.
Bummer.
Look at Diamond Ryan, a big black bastard kicking ass.
All I know is that can't be the worst. There's got to be another one worse. There has to be.
Gooks, slants, skaggers, paint chippin' chip eatin' bummer.
What a fucking segment that was.
That was great. But last week was a good show, and hopefully tonight will be a good show.
Yeah, I would imagine it will be because I think this week is going to be a lot of recap because you've had a busy week. I had a really busy week. We both were traveling some this week. So it was like we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Right. So it's going to be kind of a personal show. We're gonna open up the curtains and let you in on what our week consisted of.
Yeah, I think I had the better week than you. What do you think?
You definitely had a way better week than me. Mine was more of just frustration, and it's like, what am I doing here?
I got treated like royalty in enemy territory.
Right,
that was fun.
Right. So it sounds like we got lots of good stories to tell, so I'm looking forward to story time with Chris and Neeley.
Yeah, sure.
And so why don't you join us in the chat room? The chat room is open. Go over to chatandkill.com, chatandkill.com, and be a part of the show. And, let us know you're listening. And I also have a rebuttal email, too, that has to follow up with an email that we got last week.
Okay.
So we got at least one email to read that I'm aware of.
All right.
So I have to read that. But Tim James segment, where he basically chimed in a couple of times. Mm-hmm. I like the fact that he basically told people who think that we're mean to him to chill out.
Yeah. Absolutely. They should chill out.
He likes us and he understands our humor and he doesn't mind you making fun and poking at him a little bit.
Guess what, fans? We might have talked to Tim about this already.
Right.
For God's sakes, man, we're not that heartless of bastards.
You're not a big black bastard kicking ass.
I'm really not, man. I like the slants and the gooks.
Right.
Personally.
Well, if Harry was still alive today, he could write a song about you.
Yeah, he could.
But instead, Wheezy has to basically pick up the pieces and put something together to commemorate us.
Right.
Did you hear my new bumper this week, or my new opening?
Let's hear it right now.
He basically took something that I said about a week ago.
Okay.
And he calls it "Run to the Hills," Neeley.
All right, let's hear.
I'm going to share a personal story with you. In my younger years, I was married for 3 years. It was a choice I made, but it was a poor choice. So anyway, I met this girl while I was going to college in Lima. So that's strike one against me right there. Lima is a dump.
I used to run a lot, and after work and school, I used to run, and I basically just met her. She was sitting at a park. She was a nice-looking girl.
So after a year of dating her, we decided to get married. But that was a big mistake. This girl had a problem with, I don't know if it was insecurity or jealousy. I'm not really sure what it was.
She did threaten me with a knife, though. I did wake up with her standing over top of me with a butcher knife. I wonder who the problem was there.
I'm reaching 17 years of doing the Classic Metal Show, and I have no regrets. This has been my constant companion for the last 17 years. This show has lasted 4 times longer than any of the longest relationships I've ever had.
Just gives me a hankering for some Veronica from Benedictum.
That's funny.
Yep.
Love that.
So Wheezy on the job.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of things we have to talk about this week, I have something I do. You know what? I'll hold it for a little later. I'll tease it right now. You and I have plans to do something together next month. Do you remember that?
Yes. Huh?
In November.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm taking those plans off the map.
Okay.
We're not doing it now.
Okay.
And we'll talk about why a little later in the show, but I am absolutely disgusted with that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, really disgusted with that. And we might need to make some phone calls during the show, like to one of any number of people that we know, as to maybe get someone on the phone to discuss what has actually happened.
So we are talking about the East Coast thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I heard some ugly stuff about that.
Yeah, me too. And I will have some information that I found out, and then we'll go from there. But oh boy, does it sound like a mess.
Okay, well we can do that.
So that's another thing we need to address tonight. And then I might even have a game for us to play tonight. How about that?
Okay.
One of our fans sent me over a game, and I played with it a little bit. I was like, yeah, this might be fun.
Okay. Is it something that's relatable over the air?
Yeah, it can 100% be done over the air.
Okay, cool.
It's perfect.
All right, sounds good. Well, we got a jam-packed show tonight.
Yeah, we definitely do.
All right, excellent. All right, as I said, if you want to join us in the chat room, chatandkill.com, and be a part of the show, et cetera, I thought maybe I would do a quick break here.
All right.
Get a drink and play a couple of requests.
All right.
We'll,
I have a request.
Okay.
And before I make the request, I'll tell a little story. So I was in Pittsburgh this week, or most of this week. I just got back like a couple hours ago. And I was hanging out with my friend Ed. We were doing some business, which I'll talk about later. But Ed swears, and you're going to laugh at this, because Ed is an 80s guy like you.
Sure.
Hates everything that says 1992 and beyond. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, Ed is that kind of an 80s hair metal guy, right?
Sure.
So in the midst of our conversations, he starts trying to tell me how Autograph was a good band.
Yeah, I saw your little tirade on your Facebook about that.
Autograph. This band was never good.
Right.
Do you think they were good?
No, I was never a fan. I mean, Steve Plunkett and his orange curly hair, and not really my style, but Anyway,
ironic that you bring up his orange curly hair, because I would like you to direct you right now to the CMS Facebook page.
Okay.
Where I've just posted a photo that Ed sent me trying to convince me that this was a cool band.
All right.
Go there right now and take a look at this.
I am looking at it right now. Yeah, he's Ronald McDonald of hard rock.
If Ronald McDonald grew his hair out, that's him.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
So bad.
Sure.
But come on, man. Do you think that they had even one good album?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. I'm not. I've listened to the first 2 records because those were their most popular, right? But never really listened to anything after that. And all I know is that Aerosmith stole the artwork off of their "Sign In, Please."
Right, and that's where it ended.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the end of their relevance.
Just Push Play had the same artwork as "Sign In, Please."
Bonds and Black Card, or whatever that album was. That's the stuff.
Right.
Was the album cover they stole from.
Right.
Yeah, just fucking terrible.
Isn't that bizarre, though, that somebody the size of Aerosmith would have taken the artwork from somebody else's album like that?
Why do I think that the guys in Aerosmith had no clue?
Yeah.
And it was some art guy.
That was bizarre. It's just like, dude, you got the exact same album cover as Autograph.
Yeah, no. They probably didn't think Autograph was big enough that anyone would notice.
Nice.
So I tell you what, in honor of my friend Ed, I was thinking we could come out of this with an Autograph tune.
Okay.
But I want to go with something that basically no one listens to.
Okay.
So how about, we'll go from the album that people bought. We'll go from Sign In, Please.
Okay.
But how about either Cloud 10 or Deep End?
All right.
Neither of those were hits, were they?
I don't think so.
I think the only hit they ever had was Turn Up the Radio, wasn't it? Or Blondes and Black Cars.
Right. Those 2.
Yeah, nothing else.
Hail and Kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and Kill, boys. It's Tim James.
Hey, it's Tim James. What's up, Tim James?
Have you guys heard about Autograph getting back together with another singer when it wasn't that successful in the first place?
Now?
Yeah, apparently.
Who's
they're reforming with another vocalist.
Who would the singer be?
I don't know. I just read something. Like I've got their stuff from back in the day, but you know I wouldn't describe them as a classic band. I like a few of their songs, but anyway, apparently they're starting up.
Oh, look at you! You're turning us on to something. Autograph. They have replaced Steve Plunkett with Jailhouse singer Simon Daniels. The band is rehearsing and have an interview on YouTube as to what their plans are for the future. The band is scheduled to play the Monsters of Rock cruise in 2014.
Wow, look at that.
God.
Yeah.
Yikes, that's bad. Yeah, good point, Tim. I can't believe that you didn't think they were the best band ever, personally, but they seem like they're right up your alley because you like shit music, but...
Well, that's all a matter of opinion, and yours doesn't count. Hail and Kill, fuck you, pal, hand job.
There goes.
Guess he told me.
There goes Tim.
Got his dig in on me and left.
Sure he did. That's the only way to do it. Just take your shot and leave.
That's right. But hey, he turned us on to that news.
Hail and Kill, boys. It's Tim James calling from Sydney, Australia. How are you?
Well, thanks for calling, Tim.
Hail and Kill. Fuck you, pal, and hand job!
There he goes.
Yeah, there he goes. How about that? Tim turning us on to some news.
Yep. Tim follows that stuff. He's pretty on top of that.
Well, you know what? So, Tim, thanks a lot. And, boy, Autograph, thank you for putting it back together. We've all been waiting for that tour.
Right.
Need Steve Plunkett. He wasn't very important to the band.
No. Isn't he about the only thing anybody remembers about the band?
Name anybody else in the band.
That's my point.
Somebody Lynch, not George.
Right.
Right? Wasn't it like Tim Lynch or something?
Something like
Steve
that.
Lynch. Current members: Simon Daniels, Steve Lynch, Randy Rand, and Kenny Richards. Yeesh. That band, who would book that?
Yet Nader can't get on that Monsters of Rock cruise.
Yeah, come on. How much could Autograph without Steve Plunkett get paid to play?
Right.
If the Killer Dwarfs drew 15 people when they were here in Streetsboro, what would Autograph do? Autograph would draw 4, the band members.
Right.
Who's going to see fake Autograph?
Right.
And that is clearly fake Autograph. I wonder if the guy will wear an orange wig.
I don't know.
Now, that would be great, wouldn't it?
That'd be funny, yes.
That would be fucking hilarious if this guy shows up with his hair dyed orange.
Well, he sort of looks like Steve Plunkett.
His hair's the same. Nobody'd know the difference.
Sure.
I gotta look this guy up. Let's see what he looks like. Paste and go. Simon Daniels. I hope these aren't him. I gotta look at it. This can't be him. This guy looks like a fucking lawyer. Jailhouse. All right, here he is on Twitter. That should be good. Oh, this guy looks like, I don't know, every other singer I've ever seen, ever. We're news on Twitter from Simon Daniels at Simon Daniels 4. We're ready to turn up the fucking radio. Autograph! Autograph plans are kicking ass. We're heel-lining the opening night of the Monsters of Rock cruise. Wow. Well, he's got a lot of news out there. How about that? Are you excited?
I am excited.
I really am too.
It's a dream come true.
And oh man, I can't believe Autograph is back with a new singer. About time. Yikes.
Why'd they have to wait so long?
Yeah. That's oof. You want to hear some Jailhouse to see if this guy will fit?
Sure.
Here we go. Maybe. Yeah, okay. He's every singer we've ever heard.
Right.
Yeah, I'll pass. Somehow I'm not enthralled to go to the big Autograph show.
Sure.
You know, I'm not turning up the radio. It's that simple.
Well, all right then.
All right then, Autograph. There you go. Play me some Autograph.
And what song did you want to hear?
No. Go with Deep End. At least that one's got a little bit of balls in it.
All right, we'll do that. All right, well, I'm going to play a couple tunes here. Go hit the boys' room, girls' room, get a drink. We'll be back. We'll start the show off, get things rolling. I got an email here from Ray Best from, let's see here. He's from Northern Ireland.
All right.
He said, been a long time since I tuned into the station. You rock.
Thanks.
Ray Best from Northern Ireland. I'd like to hear Y&T Mean Streak.
I'm in for that too.
All right. Well, we're going to play a couple tunes. We'll be back. Jump in the chat, chatandkill.com, and we'll start rocking. So here it is. It's Y&T exclusively here
on your classic metal show.